Hello friends and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, I'm John and this is Timberborn. Okay, we're on day 2. There has been an update. Update 7 has released, so there are a couple of new things in the build menu, but we are going to ignore them until we start our next series. We are just going to carry on with what we're doing. We're getting our Recultivator slowly built. Very slowly. We have 3 gear workshops producing gears. We have our wood workshop down here that is, in theory, producing treated planks. Very slowly, but it is doing it. We did take out another wood workshop up here, and I'm wondering if that was a massive mistake. Whether it's worth putting in another one. Maybe. It might be. Let's have a look. Planks and gears, yeah. If we're going to do it, we need to do it pretty soon. So let's take back that path there. Let's put in a wood workshop if we can fit one in. We can't. Unless we take that off as well. Alright, let's take that off as well. It's going to have to fit in like so. So we'll need a power connector coming out there. So let's pop that on a high priority, and then we'll put another wood workshop in there. In terms of power, we're doing alright. We're producing more than we are using currently. But we do have a couple of things turned off because we're just not using those. Wood supplies are doing okay. We've replaced these oaks here with pine, so we can up our production of pine resin again. Although we're okay for the moment. We're well ahead of what we need. It's just going to be useful to have that. And in terms of wood, we're all right. 294 logs in storage and plenty of storage space for them. Okay, our mine is currently turned off because that uses gears and treated planks to produce the scrap metal. We have plenty of scrap metal in storage, not enough to produce the 1500 metal blocks that we need. So we're going to have to take a break on that to switch that back on so that we can actually produce some scrap metal. Yeah, it's a challenge on this map. Getting a recultivator on this map is going to be a decent achievement. I'm quite looking forward to getting that done. And then that will be the end of this series, and we'll start a new one and look at all the Update 7 stuff. Which includes things like zip lines and the ability to put terrain blocks on top of platforms or overhangs, I believe. So yeah, we'll have a look at that. In terms of our water, let's have a look. Oh, we're just about to reach the overflow point, so that's good. And then hopefully we won't get too much flooding down here. I will pop that down to 0.65 in preparation for the water returning. Yeah, that should be fine. Water stocks and food stocks are obviously absolutely fine. No worries there at all. There we go. So the end of day 2, and the water has returned here, so that's good. And yes, we've got a little bit of flooding. But we are draining through here. Are you going to continue to flood, or are you going to back off a bit? You're backing off a little bit. Okay, so that's cleared up down here. Are you going to decrease? No, you're just continuing to... Oh, no, there we go. The water is retreating there. And there it's retreating there. All right, okay. So we had a little bit of flooding. And now that's cleared up. All right, that's good. That works for me. Brilliant. Start of day 4 then. Everything's going fine. There's not a lot happening, to be honest. Because we're just trying to build up a bit more of a stock of stuff. I've put in an additional hauler's post over here. Hopefully that will help us to get resources moved around the map a little quicker. I've put our smelter onto prioritised by the haulers. I'm going to put our wood workshop the same. Yeah, hopefully that will help us. We've had no more flooding, so having this set at the same height as the sluices once the water returns is obviously the way to go. We have some space up here. I think we're probably going to want to put in a couple more windmills. So let's get those set up. Like so. And one there and one there. And then we will up the priority on all of that to make sure it gets done. So that will provide us a little bit more power, which will be good. Again, we're providing way more than we need at the moment, but that's at the moment. More windmills can't be a bad idea, can it? Okay, we've got our observatory switched off. We have a well-being of currently 37, which is nice. The only way we'd be able to improve that, really, would be unlocking some more types of food, which would be cattails, I think, and maple. And we don't really have a lot of space to do that. Now, obviously, if we were going to use the Update 7 stuff, we could build platforms over some of our existing planting spaces, or overhangs over our existing planting spaces, put dirt on there, and grow more stuff. So you could just have tiered farming areas or tiered tree planting areas, which will be interesting to look at in the next series, but not this one. And we don't have anywhere really we can put a dirt extractor either. Although I suppose we could demolish all of that section. That will give us a little space there. We could put in a dirt extractor if we wanted to get rid of some of our wheat. Although that wouldn't be a massive problem since we have a lot of wheat and a fair amount of wheat flour already stored up. And we're full on bread, so... But no, we're not going to do that. We're going to resist the temptation to play with the Update 7 stuff until we start a new series. Up here we are at 4%. We're doing okay for gears. Obviously treated planks and metal blocks are taking a lot longer. But we have our gears set up here, so what I'll do is I'll put in another wood workshop just in there. I'll wait until they finish these windmills, because we're going to be waiting for gears, I believe. Oh, no, we're okay for paper. That's all right. So I'll wait until they've put those in, and then I'll up the priority on the wood workshop, get that in as well, and that will hopefully up our production of treated planks. Okay, what else are we going to do? There's not a lot to do, really. Oops. Yeah, I was thinking I could clear out some of the planting space that we have, because we've got a lot of potatoes, and they're not being picked. So we could remove that and put something else in its place, but there's not a lot we can really do, because the only thing we don't have is... Oh, sunflowers. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Alright. Alright. Let's get rid of that. And we might as well just actually remove them like so. And we'll replace those with sunflowers. We'll want storage for those. Yeah, we'll want storage for those. We'll think about that once it's cleared. Yeah. I suppose we could put some up here, couldn't we? It's not a lot of use because it's a long way from everybody else. Ideally, we want it somewhere around here. Oh, yeah, we got some space around. Alright, yeah, let's put some more food storage. Where are I? Medium. Yeah, Go on, let's have a large warehouse. Let's do that. We won't use that for storage for sunflower seeds. We will... What will we do? You're storing spadadoc. Potatoes. Pine resin. Okay. We've got lots of spadadoc storage. Alright, we'll switch that over to storing grilled chestnuts. And then we will switch out this storage for sunflower seeds. Yep, that's what we'll do. Okay, day 5 has brought the drought warning with it. That's okay. That's okay. We've got plenty of food, plenty of water. We should be fine. In theory, we should be fine. What are we waiting for over here? Planks over here. I mean, we have plenty of them. That shouldn't be a problem. And you're waiting for everything. All right, fair enough. Well, we'll get one in. I'll spin until the building work's done or until the drought arrives. And there's the drought. 27 days. So harsh, but not the harshest we've faced, I don't think. I think we've had the 29-day drought. So that's doable. We've got a full reservoir. So we should be fine there. I've just noticed that we only have 2 bed spaces left and no children. So I think it's actually worth putting in another house here. And we'll pop some steps up to it as well. And we will up the priority on those to make sure they get done. So you are covered by both of those. That's good. What else do we have? We could stick a lantern in. That would cover both houses, wouldn't it? Is that facing the right way? It is. Yeah, we'll have one of those. And a bulletin pole there will cover both as well. So, yeah, let's put all those in. And again, we'll up the priority on these. Get those done. In terms of resources, I've just switched the mine back on. We've got 6 workers in there. Because I don't want to use too many of our resources here. We've got our 2 workshops in. How are we doing for power? Oh, we're just producing enough. So until the wind drops, we're absolutely fine. Planks, we've got 300. I'll leave that as it is for the moment, I think. I was going to turn one of our lumber mills off, but I don't think it's really worth it. At least for the moment, we're okay. We've got, what, 12 windmills in. We do have space for more. It was pointed out I could use an overhang from up here to put in windmills on this section, which is absolutely true. I can do that, rather than building platforms all the way out. Yeah, other than that, I mean, I could obviously put, as I said before, overhangs coming out off of here and get a few windmills up here as well. I don't think I'll be able to put them up here because I think they'll probably interfere with the carousel. I could, in theory, take that out briefly and put in a T-junction and bring power out this way and get some windmills in along here. So if I put one there, it would probably fit. I get another one there. And then platform out to here, I'd get another one in. That's not a terrible idea. Yeah, alright, let's do that. That only connects to the batteries. And we're currently producing enough power that it doesn't matter. So let's take that out. And we'll put in a T-junction there and put that on a high priority. And then we'll bring platforms out to there. I think that's right. And we'll see what we can do about getting a windmill in. There, there, and there. There we go. And we will put all of this on a medium priority. Okay, so that's some more building work to be getting on with. In terms of our recultivator, we're in the 300s for everything. So that's all right. I guess all I can really do is spin on. I'll spin on until the windmills are done up here, and we'll see if that helps our power a great deal or not. I mean, it should do. Oh, we have just lost all power. That's fine. We are waiting for a couple of builders on there, so it shouldn't take too long to get them there. Right, I've played on to 10 days. We've run out of logs, because we've used a lot of them for building things. I've switched off a couple of our lumber mills to restrict the burning through of those. But I've just noticed that we're not replanting up here anymore, because our forester no longer reaches up here. Yeah, they must have reduced the range on the forester in the update. Okay, that one still reaches all of that. And obviously that one's going to still reach all of that. But this one doesn't reach all of this anymore. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So I'm probably going to have to put in another one. I mean, is it worth it for that small patch? If I were to put one up there, it wouldn't reach all the way down there. Even if I put one there, it's not going to reach everywhere. Ah, yeah, they've really nerfed the range of the forester. Alright, I don't really know what to do there then. Yeah, I need to put another one in, don't I, really? Yeah, alright, we're going to have to put another one in. Might as well pop it in there, I guess. Make sure it's facing the right way, that would help. And we'll pop you on a medium priority as well. Isn't going to be built for a while because we don't have any logs. So, yeah. In terms of power, producing more than we're using. So we're fine. I'll spin on again. 1 week into the drought then. So 20 days left. Everything's going fine. We've got our 3 windmills up here. We are producing above what we need, which is fine. Everything that we were building pretty much is done. So our lodge is in up here. Our forester is in over there. How are we doing for everything else? We've not got a lot of pine resin, so I've turned one of our wood workshops off. Still not got a huge number of logs, so I've turned another of our lumber mills off. We are now running low on planks, though, so I'm going to have to turn that back on. Not ideal. Yeah, I mean, we're getting a sort of steady supply of logs in. It's just we're using a lot of them at the moment because they are the basis of everything we build. We're getting some sunflower seeds in, which is nice. Yeah, looks like we do have some pine resin to collect. Our tapper is active, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yep. That should be fine. They should be collecting that as we go. We're fine for extract, so we don't need to turn our centrifuge on. We've built up a bit more of a stock of paper, so I think I can turn our paper mill off as well. Yeah, that's basically where we are. Yeah, so see, we are getting trees coming into to full season, so they can be collected fairly regularly. It's just striking that balance. In terms of water, how are we doing? Absolutely fine. We've barely used any. Yeah, barely used any at all. So we're down to about here. That should be fine. Okay. Our recultivator, yeah, hasn't made a lot of progress since the last time we looked. But that's fine. Oh, I was going to turn that construction site back down a bit as well. Okay. All I can really do then is keep spinning on. All of our storage is in, so we've got a lot of grilled chestnuts stored now. None of the sunflower seeds have made it across yet because they get eaten pretty quick. Yeah, I'll spin on. Okay, check up. We've got 2 weeks left of the drought. We're doing fine in terms of food and water, as usual. We've massively improved our food stocks with the storage of so many grilled chestnuts. As you can see, there's no sunflower seeds because they eat them immediately. But that's okay. I've extended the sunflower planting a little bit. Just got rid of the last few potatoes on this level and replaced them with sunflowers. Everything's going okay. I've still got this wood workshop turned off because we just don't have the pine resin anymore. Yeah, we should be getting some in a few days. Quite a lot in a few days. But until then, we're running a little low. So I've got that one switched off. We are building up a stock. I've turned off the mine again. So we're dropping on scrap metal. But we are building up a stock of metal blocks. We're building up a stock of gears. Up here at the Recultivator, you can see we've got over 400 in terms of metal blocks and gears. We're just waiting on those treated planks. Yeah. Until we've got a bit more in terms of pine resin, I don't think that there's a great deal of point in turning this on. To be fair, with that many gears, we could probably turn one of our gear workshops off. There we go. That will save us some planks, at least. Yeah, that's what's happening. In terms of water in the reservoir, we're still doing fine. Yeah, that's all good. We shouldn't have any problems surviving, at least. So, all I can really do is spin on a bit more, I think. Power-wise, we're absolutely fine. With this amount of windmillage going on, there's plenty to charge the batteries and keep them mostly fully charged. Mostly. We've dropped down a little bit there, but even then it's only like 125 below what we need. So we're draining a tiny amount out of the batteries, which as soon as the wind picks up slightly, that'll be replaced. It's all good. And then obviously with water wheels on, that gives us an additional boost. So yeah, we're doing fine. Absolutely fine. There's not a lot of challenge. The challenge now is just waiting for this to be done. Okay, we're on day 28, so we've got about a week left of the drought. We're doing fine in terms of water in storage and food and everything like that. In our reservoir, we're okay. That's about expected, so that's fine. In terms of everything else, we're not doing great. Scrap metal, we are not producing a huge amount. I've got 6 workers in here at the moment because that means we're using 1 treated plank every 3 hours, and we are producing 1 treated plank every 3 hours. So yeah, but that means because we use 2. Basically, again, we're using all of the scrap metal that we're producing as we're producing it, basically. So, yeah. Up here, we've got over 500 gears and over 500 metal blocks, so that's fine. Again, in terms of what we've got in storage, we're doing pretty well for gears. We've got a fair few metal blocks in storage as well, but it's those treated planks that are just holding us back. As expected, obviously. Up here, I've taken out some of this wheat planting. Again, we were struck by the restrictions to the forester's range. So we've got a little stand of, what's that, 15 pine trees in there, and a tapper's shack next to them. Just to eventually provide us a little bit more pine resin, because, yeah, it takes longer than we have, really. Oh, we're going to need some water down there, I think, because these need water to function, and that was nearly empty. Okay. Yeah, that's basically where we are. Power-wise, again, we're producing plenty. Even at a fairly low wind. We're producing plenty. It's just these treated planks. So all I can really do is spin on till the end of the drought and just keep ploughing on trying to get these things made. Right, there we go. Cycle 37 begins. The drought is over. As usual, we did absolutely fine. In terms of the building work, we're about 18% of the way through. Over 600 gears, nearly 600 metal blocks, approaching 500 treated planks. So we're about a quarter of the way there, really, in terms of resources. Yeah, and you know what? There's no point in me coming back every 5 minutes and saying, oh, we're still waiting. Still waiting for planks, still waiting for treated planks, still waiting for metal blocks. There's no point. You don't need to know that. I don't need to come back every 5 minutes to tell you that. So what I'm going to do is nothing in terms of building work. I'm just going to play on, and I'm going to get this recultivator finished. So ideally, unless something appalling happens, ideally the next time I come back, this recultivator will be as close to done as makes no difference. So I'll see you then. We're on cycle 37, so you'll be able to figure out how long it takes. Okay, cycle 42, day 4. We have very nearly completed our Earth Recultivator. It's taken some time. I've put in some additional housing up here. I've put in some decoration and some roofs up the top there. Haven't done that one yet. Put in some roofs down the bottom here. Removed the wood workshop that was up here and replaced it with a printing press. So we're getting a few books every now and again. Not many. Yeah, so we're just waiting for this to finish, which will hopefully be any moment now. Okay, it'll probably be in the morning. There we go. It's finally complete. Okay, what do we want? We need extract and paper. Well, that's okay. We can do that. First thing we'll do is turn our centrifuge back on. That will provide us with extra. We already have 153. We need 500, and we need 500 paper. We currently have 217. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. Right, we're just about to enter a drought. So it'll probably take us most of the drought to get those resources together, I suspect. How quickly do we produce them? 1 every 3/4 of an hour. 2 every 1.6 hours. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's probably going to take us a few days to get that together, obviously. So I'll spin on until we have them. Okay. Cycle 44, day 3. We finally have enough to launch the Earth Recultivator. That took a while. That's what? What we start on? Cycle 37? So that's what, 7 cycles. That's about 3.5, 4 hours of gameplay at triple speed. I hope you appreciate it. I'm very tired. Okay, but we do have enough to set this off, so let us do that. Oh, very lovely. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? Lots of little balloons going with the seeds in. Oh yeah, that's lovely. That's very nice. And I like the sort of green velvety look on the inside. That's cute as well. Okay, but let's bring the HUD back. There we go. Congratulations! You mastered Folktale's nature-oriented ways and used this map's resources to build the faction's wonders. Having collected great wealth of knowledge, your beavers shared fruits of their labour with the suffering planet. There's still much to do, but Earth may flourish once again. There you go. Nearly 1,000 days in the game, 800 beavers, a lot of water consumed, a lot of tails painted. Ooh, not many teeth, no bots, some dynamite. That's a little disappointing, but you know. There we go. So we have completed this map and this series. I've been trying to think of a way to end this series impressively, so I think that might be an interesting way to do it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this series. I've very much enjoyed the challenge of this smaller map. Thank you to everyone who's commented throughout, and stay tuned for the next series, which will be Ember Pelts, assuming that the Ember Pelts mod still runs with the new update. Because obviously we want to have a look at the new stuff in Update 7. There will be a larger map as well, because whilst I enjoyed the challenge of this, I do like the ability to just spread out. But again, thank you very much for watching. Please do give us a like and a subscribe. Please do give us any comments down below. And please join us next time. Until then, I've been John. This has been Timberborn. Please do take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And bye-bye.